Crypto Twitter is in absolute meltdown right now. The CEO of Crypto.com has just officially called for regulators to investigate Binance, accusing them of dirty moves that may have triggered one of the biggest market crashes in crypto history. Billions were wiped out in minutes, and traders everywhere are asking one thing: did Binance just get caught rigging the whole entire game? I've spent the last 24 hours diving into all the data, forensic reports, and statements so that you don't have to. In this video, we're going to find out what's fact, what's FUD, and what might just be the most expensive software glitch in crypto history. I am not a financial advisor. This video is based solely on my opinion on what I am personally doing in this market. I also want to let you know that some of the links below and in the descriptions are affiliate links, meaning I may get a commission, but it will be at no extra cost to you. Please remember that under no circumstances will I ever contact you and ask you for investments. You can confirm all of my real social media handles in the description and also at milkshakematty.com. This content is for educational and entertainment only, and I am not a financial advisor. It all started on October the 10th out of nowhere. The entire crypto market tanked. Bitcoin dropped, Ethereum crashed, and altcoins just imploded. Within hours, over 19 billion in liquidations ripped through the market. People were getting wiped out in seconds. Now, some posts on Twitter claimed it was 400 billion flash crash, but that number was a little bit misleading. The figure referred to the market cap that vanished temporarily, not the actual liquidations. Still, make no mistake, it was the largest liquidation event in crypto history. And then came the bombshell tweet. Philanthrop tweeted this: Justin, Crypto.com CEO is calling for the regulators to investigate Binance after a 400 billion liquidation flash crash. And that's when everything has exploded. Because the CEO of Crypto.com didn't just tweet about it, he officially called for regulators to investigate exchanges that saw the worst damage, with Binance right at the top of that list. So here's what people are saying online. According to multiple posts, Binance's internal price oracles glitched during the crash. These oracles are basically the internal pricing feeds that tell Binance's system which each asset is worth. If those price feeds go wrong, even by a fraction, the exchange can instantly mark your collateral lower than it should be and automatically liquidate you. And according to these reports, that's exactly what has happened. Binance's internal pricing supposedly misfired, setting off a chain reaction of forced liquidations across thousands of accounts. Within minutes, billions were gone. Now, that's a massive accusation, basically saying Binance's own systems caused the meltdown in crypto. So, what I wanted to know is there any truth behind this, or is it just another case of Twitter hype gone wild? Let's start with the numbers, because facts don't lie. We need to see what's rumors and what's reality. The rumor is 400 billion in liquidations, but confirmed is 19 to 20 billion. The rumor is Binance manipulation, but nothing's been proved yet. The rumor is that Binance Oracle glitched, and there is some evidence for that. And the rumor is the market cap dropped by 400 billion in total, which has been wiped out temporarily, and that is a fact. So yes, there was a 400 billion wipeout, but that was the total value lost across the whole market, not money that was forcibly liquidated. The real liquidations were around 19 to 20 billion, which is still insane. It's the biggest liquidation event we have ever seen. And this wasn't just Bitcoin or Ethereum. Tokens like USDE, eBeth, and BN Sol completely fell apart on Binance. On other exchanges, those same assets barely moved. So the question became, what made Binance so different? Here's where things start to make sense and where it gets scary. Most exchanges use external oracles, independent data feeds like Chainlink, to get accurate pricing. But Binance, for some of its internal products, reportedly uses its own internal order book data to calculate prices for collateral. Now imagine this. You're holding USDE as a collateral on Binance. Every other exchange is sitting around $1, but on Binance, it suddenly drops to 65 cents. Instantly, the system thinks your account has less collateral than it really does. Boom, liquidation. And when you get liquidated, your positions are sold on the market, which pushes prices down even further, causing even more liquidations. That's a cascade. According to forensic data from Rena Labs, liquidity for USDE on Binance collapsed from around 89 million to just 2 million in minutes. It was like the floor just disappeared. And there's more. Analysts say that a single dump of around 60 to 90 million USDE might have triggered the whole thing. That's all it took to spark a chain reaction that erased billions. If that's true, someone might have just spotted the weakness in Binance's internal pricing window, dumped a load of USDE, exploiting that glitch, and walked away with massive profits while everybody else got wrecked. It sounds like a movie plot, but the data actually supports part of it. Binance internal oracles were using house pricing during that time, and the crash did start on Binance before spreading elsewhere. By the way, this whole situation is a reminder of why self-custody matters. Exchanges can glitch, freeze, or even fail, but if you hold your own keys, your crypto stays yours. That's why I use Tangem Wallets. They're sleek, secure, and offline, perfect for protecting your crypto during chaos like this. If you want one, Tangem's giving a 10% off right now with my discount code, which is MilkshakeMay, all capitals, no spaces. And you use that in the promo code box at checkout. I'll drop the link in the description. They're honestly one of the best investments you can make for your own safety of crypto. Now, to be fair, Binance hasn't just stayed silent. They've come out saying that the reports of certain tokens crashing to zero were actually display issues, not real trades. Their core systems, they claim, remained stable throughout the event. Binance also argues that much of what happened was organic deleveraging, meaning over-leveraged traders got wiped out as part of the normal market function, not manipulation. And look, there is some truth there. When markets panic, liquidity dries up, market makers pull out, spreads widen, and the imbalance gets magnified. It's not always a conspiracy. Sometimes it's just volatility doing what volatility does. But here's the issue. If your internal pricing system is vulnerable enough that a few big trades can nuke billions of dollars, that's not just volatility. That is bad design in my eyes. Even if Binance didn't intentionally manipulate anything, this crash exposed how fragile the system really is. It showed that centralized exchanges still hold way too much power, and that transparency in how they calculate prices isn't just nice to have, it is now essential. So let's have a look. What is fact and what is FUD? Crypto.com CEO called for an investigation. It's true. 400 billion in liquidations is false. It's closer to 19 billion. Binance internal pricing glitch is partly true. Evidence supports vulnerabilities. Manipulation by Binance, that is unproven. And faulty oracles triggering the cascade is the likely contributing factor. So where does that leave us? Here's the truth as it stands right now. Yes, the CEO of Crypto.com really did call for regulators to step in. Yes, Binance's internal pricing likely amplified that crash. No, we don't have proof of deliberate manipulation. But yes, this event shows exactly how dangerous it is when one platform controls too much of the market's plumbing. And that's the scary part, because we've seen this before. Terra, Celsius, FTX, every single one of these collapses started with people trusting a system that wasn't built for stress. This whole story is a wake-up call for traders and exchanges alike, in my opinion. For traders, never over-leverage, never rely on one exchange, and always question how your collateral is being priced. For the exchanges, we need transparency, external oracles, circuit breakers, and disclosure of how liquidity engines really work. For regulators, if there was ever a reason to look closer at external exchanges' pricing mechanisms, this is it. Billions were wiped out in minutes and nobody can agree on who's to blame. If the investigation goes ahead, this could be the turning point for centralized trading platforms. Because if Binance's internal system was indeed faulty, we're talking about one of the biggest financial tech failures in crypto history. So, was this the case of dirty moves, or is it just a glitch that spiraled out of control? Either way, the fallout is massive, and the next few weeks could reshape how regulators see crypto exchanges forever. Now, if you want to learn how to navigate markets like this, how to spot opportunities before the chaos, come join us inside the Crypto Wolfpack. It's where we trade, share strategies, and stay one step ahead of the noise. Right now, I'm giving you 4 weeks free membership with the promo code CRASH7. The link is down below in the description. Come and hang out with the pack and see what we're all about. I'll keep you updated as this story develops. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also drop me a comment in the comment section. Let me know exactly what you think happened. Was this just pure manipulation? Was it a tech glitch? Was it a bit of both? Or was it just what crypto does? My name is Milkshake Matty. Stay smart, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.